Mr. Jax. How you doing, buddy boy? How you doing? How you doing, Jax? Hello. How's it going this evening? Double checking on the audio. Is everything going good? Sure, Cindy. Live again. Am I coming through? I hooked the microphone up late instead of before the stream started, so is there good audio? Or is it no audio? You'd have to let me know. Let's see. Yeah, I got blue lit up. Ah, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, when I ended the last one, I said I'd come back for a little bit. There are a couple more pieces. Yeah, the puppy was being a turd, huh? You have to go out. So, while we're here at the moment, check that out. This is part of what I was showing earlier. It came out of one of the bigger chunks. Were you there for the giveaway, Cindy? I hope you were. I ended up doing 3 of them. This one's kind of an odd piece. I always pick 13, Cindy, and you didn't pick 13 this time. Unfortunately, huh? There we go, that's a little better. Got the sun coming through in the right angle. It always happens like that, huh? And then another small, tiny piece that came rolling out of a bigger one. Some awesome dark color in that thing. Yeah, Cindy, this come out of the polka dot agate thunder eggs. I love those little formations in there. Instead of these being with the other pieces I showed on the live tonight, they sit in the minivan here in the center console. I didn't bring them in to show earlier. And I haven't put out a polka dot agate mine yet. I did the live stream for about 35 minutes. And I have a video coming out, but it probably won't be till next week sometime. I could have used more time too, but the more I pulled the thunder eggs out of the wall, the more I wanted to crack them open, and that's kind of against the rules. You're not supposed to crack them open. It's okay if they're broken when they come out of the wall, but you can't just pull out full-size thunder eggs and start beating them open with a hammer. They get mad at you. They busted me once. I didn't realize I was doing it, but I guess I was. There's a few of them that popped out of the wall, and they're all cracked, and I couldn't split them with my hand, so I was giving them little taps with the hammer. And they were breaking open, and, you know, not like I was smashing them open. You could see the natural cracks going on in them. So how'd your day go today, Cindy? And I'm not sure if I got the same Cindy's as the Cindy on Discord, but is this the one I offered to try and help out with the Herkimer diamonds and have them shipped here and then shipped to you if you were willing to pay? If not, it's a different Cindy on Discord. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of all the people and the names and the different titles that we use through the social medias. I have 2 Gmail accounts now to keep track of, and I never thought that would have happened. So me and Cindy are having a nice talk, guys. Who's number 2 and 3 that showed up? You guys having a wonderful night? I want to say hi to my Mr. Jax. He just stepped up. What's up, buddy boy? What do you think, Mr. Jax? Oh, yeah. He's so mad he had to go to work today. He woke me up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and he wanted the attention. He was all up in my face, all up under my beard. He woke me up, nibbling at my beard, and so after about 10 minutes of that, and giving him some good attention right after I woke up, I got up and I turned the ignition over and I rolled the window up and I made him go to work with me today. Other than that, he hadn't gone to work for the last part of last week and didn't go yesterday or the day before. Oh, camera malfunction. Oh, thank you, Cindy, for confirmation. Ooh, we got 3 lurkers now. Awesome. I'm getting a crowd of lurkers. Let me know where to sign up. I can join you guys. I'll go ahead and show these 2 pieces off again since we got a few more people watching. These came out of what I was just showing you guys earlier, out of the thunder eggs. They're little tiny pieces that popped out. Instead of being with the group of the other stuff, I just kept them in the center console in the van. I pull them out and show them to people at work and stuff like that. So look at that nice little seam going on there. Some cool color in it. And then those white and blue botryoidals. See how far I can get in here. There we go. That's pretty nice. Yeah, it's pretty windy here too in Redmond, Oregon, Cindy. You're all the way up in Canada, though. I wonder if your northern winds are reaching Oregon at the moment. Because today it was a little overcast at times, but it was mostly sunny, but nice and chilly. Just enough to need a hoodie on. Uh-oh. So our wind is coming up to you. Another chunk to come out of one of the thunder eggs. Tell you the truth, Cindy, I'm ready for the wind to be over. More of that glossy look that they called highlight opal right there. And that's a weird looking eye there. It looks like a real eye. Let's see, can I get it to focus? Definitely some awesome colors in all this stuff. What if I could, Cindy? And Cindy, to do the thunder eggs, it's $2 a pound. Dig as much as you want, as long as you want, for $2 a pound. And then when it comes to the agate portion of the dig, it's $20 an hour, and that $20 gets you 4 pounds of agate material. Anything after your $20 pre-purchase, which can be done online through whatever you call them, and you'd have to talk to them about it. But anything after that $20 an hour is $5 a pound for agate material. But stuff like this and the bigger pieces with the stalactite/fingers, $2 a pound. They've also got 5 or 6 piles of other kind of rock that can be purchased, and they're marked by pound. That's something that you'll end up seeing in my video. I showcase those pretty well. And so really not a bad way to spend a day. And like I was talking earlier, I had a little over 9 pounds of agate material, so it cost me $45. And I think I would have to say total I spent $100 for the day on rock, between the thunder egg material I brought out and then the agates. But that seems a little expensive. Maybe I spent closer to 65, maybe 70. Because I don't really have the poundage in 2-pound rocks, and I didn't buy any of the fancier rocks out of the piles. It's close enough. If there's any of that material I want, I'll have to go. And Cindy, if you come to do this one, you can also hit up Glass Butte, which is really close. The Oregon Sunstones, it's a little farther away, but it is really close to here. We've also got Hampton Butte, which is close to Glass Butte for the obsidian. And then there is Outlaw Rocks, the Oregon Fire Opal. That isn't too far either. And I believe there's another one here close. as far as Thunder Egg style dig and doing this locality. You could also visit Richardson's Rock Ranch while you were here. So kind of a 2-week vacation kind of thing, but there's tons of beautiful if you wanted to come see Oregon and dig in the many spots that are rather local. A lot of them pay to dig. There's other YouTubers that could definitely help you out with better locations of not pay to digs. I don't have any of those secret locations yet. I'm still at the pay to dig, for the most part, Rockhound. I'm getting ready to purchase an app called Onyx to help me out with my backcountry searchings. And then I plan to use the USGS app combined with Google Maps to start giving better locations. And I am no outback journeyer, so I will get lost if I try to go out in the woods too far. I already got lost trying to hunt the Oregon sunstones, and I went out about 300 yards and went to the right a little bit, checked my location, looked back. Oh, fuck, where's the van? I had to end up climbing on top of somebody else's vehicle to barely see my vehicle. Otherwise, I might not have picked it out. Definitely fire opals. Quite a few different places, and one of the places I do know, thanks to Kyle, is where to find the little tiny iron pyrite crystals. Those are fun to dig out of the side of the wall or pluck off the ground out of the side of the wall kind of thing. That one's not too far from here, and a beautiful mountain backcountry drive. Both Richardson's Rock Ranch and the Polka Dot Agate are in the same locality, just outside of Madras, Oregon. Today was pretty easy at work. I just had to kind of relax there and be the SunWest Builder guy on site. Have my gear on and basically just make sure the subcontractors were there doing their thing. It was kind of nice. Normally I'm busy. Hey, Mr. Chubby, how you doing? If you missed the last live, you'll have to go check it out. I do have a couple small pieces I'll show again. These ones are in the van with me. The rest of them are at the storage unit. These are thunder eggs from the Polka Dot Agate mine. Well, chunks that come out of much bigger thunder eggs. I pulled out a good basketball-sized thunder egg and several cantaloupe-sized thunder eggs. A few of them the size of grapefruits. There were quite a few of them that come out that were pre-fractured over time, and so when you start chipping away at the surrounding materials, the thunder egg would crack open and things would fall out and you'd get nice big chunks. I showed those chunks off an hour and a half ago. It'll take a minute for me to put that live stream into public, and then you'll be able to go back and have a look. But these white botryoidals right here, they grow in stalactite forms. I got multiple pieces with some good, 1-inch stalactites on it, and then the multiple botryoidal on botryoidal formations, various colors. I don't have any of the agate with me though. That turned out to be really beautiful. Nice blues, reds, and greens, darker colors. I only say they're reds because they don't look like a blue. But yeah, blues like that. Excuse me. And darker. Then here's an odd chunk that come out of the middle of one of them. Hey, Joseph, yeah. At the end of the last live, I let everybody know I see you in about 15, 20 minutes, so I came right back, went and used the bathroom like I desperately needed to, and now I'm in a comfortable spot where I can definitely use the bathroom on a tree if I need to. Being at the storage unit like I was doing the last bit, it's just uncomfortable. I think after my second time doing one there, I learned that, thanks Cindy, I learned that doing the lives in the storage unit are kind of uncomfortable. If I have to do them there, then I will, but not as much fun as just chilling here in the van. More comfortable for me. Yeah, look at them colors. I'm pretty amazed about that. And that come out of the center of a thunder egg. And then tiny little botryoidal growths. From the bigger pieces, you can tell that it grows like botryoidal on top of botryoidal. Or botryoidal, if somebody needs to be called botryoidal. Hello, Jenny. How are you? Good to see you again. As I was telling everybody, this just popped out of one of the bigger thunder eggs. Was laying there on the ground. I like the colors and a little bit of formations, so I brought it back. Here's the one I just got done showing. Rock bubbles. Yeah, nobody can get that one right or call it a way different, huh, Chubby? Rock bubbles. I love how they look like eyes. Those two right there. You see the growth that was happening in there. And that right there, I love that color. Both colors. All three colors. Or 5 or 6 colors, whatever it is. Totally cool. I go back for another round, get a little more material. I'll try to sell some of it. Trying to sell stuff live like this kind of makes me a little anxious. It's not something I've ever done or thought I would think to do. Even though I've been thinking about it for a while, it takes me a while to achieve decisions sometimes. He definitely does make it look easy. Sometimes just keeping up with the chat alone is hard, and then imagine the camera turned around and this being shown and then reading his level of chats, which is 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, they're always rolling through and making sure it's in focus with good lighting, not smoking cigarettes. Yeah, definitely cool stuff. It was a lot of fun. Ready, willing, and able to go back and visit it again. And I'm not sure if there's another one out there. I got to do a little research. I want to see if there's something else that's just further past that a bit. I'm sure there's all kinds of areas out there to go find your own that isn't claimed. Oop. Try not to have a camera malfunction here. That's good. It's been different, Cindy. It has been different. I wasn't too bad at the camera work and some of the editing. I'm getting better at the video editing. Trying to put myself on video like this and then continually look at the camera. That's been tough, especially in my videos. And I pointed that out in one of the last videos. Hello, Jeff. Dang, no one was even listening. I told y'all I'd see y'all in 15, 20 minutes. I'd go live again. I just didn't want to be in the storage unit no more. It's more uncomfortable than I lead on. It'll be nice for when I might have to do a live there, but I prefer to be in the van like this doing a live. Sitting in that storage unit with the way that things are. It's cool to go sit and look at my rocks, but emergency live streams only. From now on, if I want to show off any cool rocks, I'm going to pack them back into the van and then come back here and do it at my spot. All right, you're on the road, huh, Jeff? Cool. Where are you at the moment, Jeff? Are you back in the St. Augustine area? I got to go back to Bend. Yes, South Carolina kind of area. Very nice. Any cool rock finds today or yesterday? Hi, Melinda Keith. How are you? Congrats on your win. Going live again. There'll be a few people who will be tired of me showing off the same few rocks, but they are from earlier. I'll show them here again in a minute. As far as other cool stuff in the van, I don't think I have any more cool rocks. I showed everybody what was from Kyle's box opening last week. Sumter, east of Columbia, headed to Myrtle Beach tomorrow. Nice. One of my aunts and uncles like their Myrtle Beach vacations to go golfing. I'm not sure what I'm going to do this weekend. There's a waterfall set that I've been waiting to do a nice little video set of. So Hampton Butte, I'd say about 2.5 hours away from here. It's in the same area as Glass Butte, so roughly 2 hours. Hello, Jennifer Ship. How are you doing? Thanks for being here. My chat just kind of disappeared. There we go. How's your evening going, Jennifer? Ah, the lucky strike. I'll check into that one, Jeff, see how far away it is. I knew there was one, I just couldn't remember the name. I think they'll all be fun to visit. Right on, Jennifer. I'm definitely going back for the polka dot agate, though. That was enjoyable. I wonder if there's one more besides the Lucky Strike. I'll have to look that up later, too. Get my tablet charging so I can watch some TV while going to bed. Got 63 on my phone. Cool. All right. And other than a few of the Thunder Egg mines, I've been hearing quite a bit about a place called Prineville Reservoir. One person says to go up on the right side of the reservoir, and mind you, this is a huge reservoir. The one side has the Bowman Dam and the Crooked River coming out of it. Good fishing on both ends. And yes, Jenny, I do charge from my battery on my van, but if I'm charging and been charging a while, after say an hour of charging a phone or a tablet or something like that, I'll start it up for 15-20 minutes and let it run. But if I've been driving all day, I'll charge my phone for 3-4 hours if it needs it, my tablet too. And so yeah, up in the Prineville Reservoir area, you can go up on both sides. One is got the dam side and the other has got the campground and other items like that with side roads going off into the wilderness. And two people have said on both occasions, both sides, you just go up and you go past one section and get a few miles out and you start looking around and you'll start finding cool stuff. And then on the campground side, you take a certain county road that takes you gravel, dirt road out in the middle of nowhere. And you can start finding stuff out there too. Prineville's not very far away from me, so they're definitely day trip or, weekend camp out. Not too far away is the Ochocos, which is also Prineville, but a little further about the places I'm talking about. But you go into certain parts of the Ochocos around here, and there are just some amazing rocks. The Rogue Rockhound, he's pretty good at finding them. And so is the Crystal Cowboy, the Quartz Cowboy. I think it's the Quartz Cowboy. He's pretty good for his Washington, Oregon, kind of Idaho, I think, kind of stuff. I watched a few of his videos. But as far as me, I got to follow that USGS and find some locations in the first place. I'm so new at this, I didn't get to do any go find your own stuff in Oregon last year. And this year is moving quickly. Very quickly. Did they lose everybody in the chat or did they stop talking? Let me go back a minute and check on that. Jeff, I haven't seen too many of Jared's old stuff. I've been keeping up on his newer stuff. He's one of the newer guys I started watching here in the last year or so. Batcave Jasper is from Prineville. Never heard of that, Jenny. I'm doing my best, Jenny, with the rock hounding. And hello, Travis. How are you? Welcome to the Shite Show. Just kind of chit-chatting and talking about rock hounding and places and things to go in Oregon. And anybody that wants to come and see and say hello to me in Redmond, Oregon, or if anything related to the Tomcat at Mr. Joshua's Journeys YouTube channel, can find me on the new new Gmail, which is TomcatJosh 62477. There we go. I gotta remember I set that as my birth date. Should be easy to remember. Yeah, Jennifer, and so far the USGS has been my best source. I went onto their website and I asked for public digging locations in Oregon, and it popped up. It was pretty cool, but it also took me to my Google Maps. Once I was on Google Maps, every little pinpoint that they had for places to go for the USGS was now located on my Google Maps. I just did the same thing recently for Montana too. I'm not sure how I did it or how it all happened. It's happened twice now, but when I went looking for places to mine and for gold, sapphires, amethyst in Montana, it popped up with several hundred pickaxes. That's their icon for where to dig. And so I got to figure out how to get better at that so I can tell people how to use it better. Because for me, it's just happened by accident. But to be able to pick a state and ask it for the proper dig sites and have it show you in that fashion is pretty sweet. And there was a lot of information for both Oregon and Montana so far. Next question is about Washington. And there's the fact of so many places to go and so many cool rocks. How do you pick the right ones, or even get good enough to spot the rocks you're looking for among all the other stuff that's always there? That's the question I have. Is I can barely get the names right of the boxes with the labels on them. I'm call labradorite this and labradorite that, and then to go out in the wilderness when you're not used to looking for those things and trying to find them. Sounds like fun and can be a daunting thing to undertake. Hopefully I get better at it. I never was good at it before. Couldn't even find agates on the beach for years. And I walked a lot of beaches looking for anything. Found a few cool sand dollars, a few cool shells along the way, but nothing much for an agate until just last year. Never really found any Indian arrowheads, and never found any kind of anything like that. Spent a lot of time not looking, but you know. So hopefully the finding gets better and I don't have to go to all the pay-to-dig sites. They're fun though. I can't wait to do the sapphire mine in Montana. And then I'm looking forward to Crystal Park, even though I'm getting some advice that it's not maybe the best place to go. But what do you think, Travis? 406? Crystal Park for an entire day, is that a good idea? I prefer to find amethyst scepter. If I found one, I'd be a happy guy. Sometimes have a hard time, Jeff, with getting those details. I can watch a video, but say for instance, going down to Graves Mountain, I know I watched 2 or 3 videos about that. And there were certain things I heard and learned in those videos that a year, 2 years, maybe a little longer, I had no memory of. Sometimes that information like that, I just don't retain. I learn from doing, and sometimes I learn from watching, but some things just don't stick when I just watch them. And yeah, definitely, Jennifer, rocks in the raw look way different than when you dressed them up and polished them and made them look good. Part of the fun of wanting to get better at it. Definitely. When I was looking through the things I've still got to cut, I need a saw. I definitely am ready for a saw, and I think I just want to go buy a 10-inch tile saw. Put a thin-centered blade on it and start cutting the heck out of stuff. Keep a thicker blade on hand, too. I was pretty impressed with the cutting I got done a couple weeks ago off the more elaborate tile saw than what I was wanting to buy, but it was a very nice saw, and it cut through very nicely through some thick agates. Hit them Brazilians like it was nothing, so that made me happy. Helped me lean towards a 10-inch saw first, and maybe the cab machine after a while. And I definitely liked using the cabochon machine. That had a therapeutic nature to it that I enjoyed quite a bit. It's kind of like fishing for me in the same fashion. Fishing's one of my favorite things to do. And stepping up to the saw was cool, but being able to polish those two items that I gave it a shot at was very fun. Yeah, thanks, Jeff. I saw that. Go late in the season. Definitely. I saw that too on the Crystal Park in August, but I only have one vacation. Well, I only have another week I can probably afford to take. So it'll have to be the end of June. Jenny, you been to Crystal Park twice? Sounds like fun. Montana rocks. I have a half a 5-gallon bucket, Travis, of Montana rocks I do want to cut. And that would probably take a thick centered blade to cut them properly. But it does sound like fun cutting them. I think I got some cool stuff from Montana for the one day that I was there, but I only got one of the really pretty blue ones, and there wasn't a whole lot of blue in it. I'm completely happy with finding it, but I was hoping for, a little bit bigger blue mossy dendritic Montana moss agate. Hopefully I get one or two of them on this next trip. That's truly what I'm after, that blue and the Montana moss. So beautiful. And this one I'm wearing is underneath all the clothing, but this came from Marlena Atkins as a return gift. I can actually get it out here. But yeah, let's see, show it off well enough, maybe. I don't want to pull it off, and you can see some of it. There we go. That's a little better. But yeah, that's just beautiful stuff there. I like that. I'd like to find a couple that I could slice and make some nice cabochons. Yeah, it takes a while to cut the denser rocks and a lot more force. I'll probably have issues too. I have problems with this hand going tingly. These 3 fingers, they like to go numb quite often, and the entire hand will do so if I'm in the wrong positions. I'm 47 years old here in a few weeks, and I'm starting to feel it. They said getting old sucks. I'm not, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't old yet. Safety meeting. Is Forsyth past Miles, Montana, Travis? My first stop when I was there on my vacation, I stopped in Miles and I did a little bit. I guess that would be west, but I did go a little east of Miles, Montana. I'm already forgetting. I think it was called Kenzie Bridge, which was just a little to the northeast, I believe it was, of Miles City. Miles. I think it was called Miles with an S. Very nice, Joseph. Yes, Travis, I was past Billings. And Miles City is past Billings to the right, I would call it. Billings is actually the next destination. I want to be in that area for the first few days of my vacation. I'm just going to be coming from Oregon, so I'm going to, as soon as I can cross the border wherever the Yellowstone is, I want to try and follow it. Follow that all the way into Billings, and then after that, I don't know how much further east I'm wanting to go, because from the Billings area, it's up to Helena first. And that would be for the Blue Jewel Sapphire Mine, and then got to go a little southwest again to get down to Crystal Park, from what Google Maps has been telling me. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. I wing it. Unless somebody says, hey, let's do a meetup, and then things will alter a little bit to do a meetup. Unfortunately, it's still 3 weeks away. I'm quite excited already. One of these times when I get up there, I'm going to go to Glacier National Park. And I do have intent on going back to Yellowstone, which would bring me through Montana anyway, on the way to Wyoming for, Yellowstone National Park. I did that one back in 2019. That was a lot of fun. It'd be nice to go back there and spend a few more days. Yeah, Travis, so is Tyler with Celestial Reach and Mr. Alleluia. He said he was in the Billings area too. I was supposed to contact him for a meetup of some sort. Definitely, if nothing else, we'd grab a meal together and chit-chat and meet each other. You are definitely welcome. Let me know if you got any secret locations. Definitely be in the mood for a good steak. Being in Montana, why not? Did you see my kitty cat go by? There's Miss Jinxie too. What's up, girly girl? How you doing? You gonna go play? Oh, girly girl, you gonna go play? The other cat that was complaining all day about having to go to work is in the back sleeping right now. I don't blame him though. It's windy out there and chilly. Let's see, what temperature is it? It's 59 degrees, but it sure feels a lot cooler than that. The weather's been strange enough. It's got my nose all stuffed up though. Got my sinuses all packed up from the springtime. My whole face hurts right here right now. And definitely feel the pressure. See the marks under my eyes. Right now my forehead all hurts right here. It's springtime allergies. Yay. And I don't take stuff for my allergies. I just deal with them. I don't really like putting all that extra crap in my body. So I gotta blow my nose a bunch. Take some extra aspirin. That's about the most I do for allergies, is take aspirin for a headache. Joseph says, Minor Life Media LLC. Check her out, Montana Sapphire Mine. Minor Life Media. We'll write that down. LLC. All right. Jeff's got 69 degrees at the moment. And yes, the wind always makes it feel chillier no matter what. And here in Oregon, a lot of the times our wind comes from that direction off the mountains. So it's a little cooler. And even today, it's kind of coming from that direction, just a little more that way instead of that way. Definitely try some local honey. There's a lot of places around here that have it and that sell it. And I haven't had any honey for quite a while. I gotta remember to buy it in small jars because I don't eat it a bunch. It hurts my teeth for the most part, but for a tablespoon, nice fat tablespoon once a week, it's definitely worth it for the health benefits. Yeah, the local bees they make honey out of the local pollens. The local pollens are what you're affected by. So somehow the antibodies to those local allergies are inside the honey and helping. Heck yeah, in your coffee or tea. I'm not sure what honey would taste like in coffee. I never thought about doing that in coffee. Of course, tea is quite a common one for a lot of people, adding honey to it. I ever settle down and get a place of my own and stay somewhere for a while, I'd love to do some beehives and some honey collections. Unless you like Cajun spice, Cindy, then you lick your fingers and dip it back in. Lick it again. I'll be back in a second, guys. I gotta do that bathroom thing again. Meow. Meow. So yeah, one of the guys I eat or join for breakfast almost every morning. He just put his boat in up at a place called East Lake, and he likes to leave it there all summer so he can do his fishing. I'm waiting for the invite to go fishing out there on his boat. If he does invite me, I'll try to make some video content of it. East Lake is here and Paulina Lake is here. And then there's a nice big mountain up here and the lava flows surround it. And you can drive to the top of Paulina Peak up here and view full 360 of the area. You can see the lava flows beautifully, and you can see East Lake and Paulina Lake as a couple of lakes down there, way down on the ground. And you're able to drive to the top of this thing. A very cool place to be. Uh-oh. Was me taking a leak loud and clear? Because I got the microphone. Jeff says, nice limb casts at Paulina. Sorry, guys, I didn't even think about that one. It works way better than I thought, huh? Oops. Well, odd way to find out how well your microphone works, but I'm happy to hear that. I'll try to refrain from taking it with me next time. I'll prevent that. But yeah, I was curious how well they're working. I mean, the set was $99, 2-piece microphone set. I knew I wanted something that was going to work well, work the first time, so I paid a little bit more money for a decent one. Now I've got 2 microphones that work with their own charging case. I've got 4 fuzzy wind muffs because I bought 2 extra, not knowing it came with them. And so far, totally happy. As long as I remember to power it up. And what's cool is when I hit the record button on a video, it actually tells me that the USB mic is recording. So and technically earlier I just had it sitting there, so I bet it works from pretty good distances. I was clipping it to this right here, my watermelon tourmaline from Brazil. I was putting it on that and just letting it hang under my beard. You could just barely see a little bit of it, but very happy with the purchase. The next purchase will have to be a new set of earbuds. I found these guys on a job site like 4 years ago. I'm walking through a dusty dirt pit kind of area with a bunch of other debris and crap around. Let's see how good I can get this one up close, because it's a pain in the ass to take off. Wait. Can you see that all right? Yeah, I don't really want to take it off. The beard is in the way because it's a short chain, but let's see if I can do this, Jenny. See how coordinated I can be. That's a little better, I guess. So that piece right there came from the Forged Elements. The guy at the gem show from my first live stream, and then the same guy at the last gem show I did. The one that gave me the free gifts to do the giveaway, and this time he gave me 4 more free gifts to do in the giveaway. That one come from him. I've been wearing that one pretty much since I got it. I call it watermelon tourmaline because of the pinkish color, the watermelon color it come with. When I purchased it, it was just named tourmaline from Brazil. So I don't know for sure that it's watermelon, but it has the color of watermelon, so. I've actually got one piece that I purchased to do a giveaway with, and then he gave me the 4 little mystery eggs to give away to some kiddos. I still got to do that giveaway. Here coming up very shortly is a gem show called Ashland Rocks in Ashland, Oregon, and I'm planning on going to that one at least for a full day of live stream if I can get all the proper permissions. I might go back for the second day. I might spend half a day hiking Table Rock. I know that's one of the good hikes there. I've done it once. And it's not too much further after that is the Prineville Gem and Mineral Show. That one's a rather big one. I do plan on going. I'm going to attempt to get permission properly from the people hosting the event and the people who are vendors. And those are both here coming up in June before I go on my vacation, I believe. And here on Glass Butte soon, I got to do the research on this too. There's the Flint Nappers Jamboree that happens on Glass Butte every year that's coming up. This one was actually labeled at $28, so I don't know, does that price sound appropriate for the piece I just showed? And I can get some better light and photos later, and I'll share them on Discord. Show a little of the, the translucence of it. I don't remember even purchasing it. I'll show it again. Let's see. Let's see how coordinated I can be with this little clasp here. I'll attempt it. Alright, where are we at here? There's that. Almost there. Almost got it, guys. Ta-da. It only took 4.5 minutes, but I got it. All right, let's see how to get this closer and focused. So what do you think? Am I calling it the right thing as watermelon tourmaline, or is it just a Brazilian tourmaline? I'm not taking anything else but a necklace. Nothing else is coming off, Jeff. I don't see any dollar amounts, so I'm keeping it all on. So I've never seen an actual watermelon. And what would you guys call it from what you can see here? Either way, whether it's a watermelon or not, I like it. Jenny says blood orange tourmaline. Don't fall on the pick, it's pointy. The tough thing about being colorblind. And I'm not going to attempt to put it back on. It'll take way longer to put it back on right now than it would to take it off. So I'll take care of that in the morning. I like tourmaline. It's cool. I like the colors other than black. And even a good piece of black tourmaline is nice, but anything in a beautiful bright color with a little transparency is nice. I like it. Whether it be a banded agate or a piece of chert or any of the other numerous materials. I love the brighter colors. They work better for my eyes. Better to look at. It's okay. No reason to be sorry, Cindy. I was happy to do it. It saves me from taking some pictures in a little bit. The indicolite? Indicolite? Heck yeah. Anybody eat anything good for dinner? I haven't had any dinner yet. I'm getting ready to have bratwurst and deviled egg potato salad that I've added hot sauce and sour cream to. And the bratwurst I cooked up with mushrooms. So I got a few nice mushrooms waiting for me. Well, thank you. I'm glad I'm matching my rocks to my eyes. That's always what I'm looking for. Ooh, Cindy has chili cooking. Yum, yum. Haven't had a good chili in a while. Beef soup and crackers. When you gotta, you gotta. I didn't say yet, but I'm actually eating my bratwurst and my mushrooms cold with my cold potato salad because I'm just not going to heat it up. I'd have to start a whole fire, and there's an hour and a half, 2-hour routine right there. So a lot of times I'll cook on a nice day, and the rest of the week that portion of food I cooked in one day lasts, I'll eat it the rest of the week and eat it cold because it's just as good that way. Have a couple of hot meals a week, that's about it. And I'm definitely hungry. I'm starting to get hungry for a cold meal. And they've got brisket on sale again at the grocery outlet here where I live. So I might be cooking brisket again just because the price is appropriate and, per portion, per dollar, per meal works out pretty good when they got these things on sale. So I might do up a whole nother brisket burrito deal. Sounds good. This time, make this next batch a little spicier. Last ones were just, so spicy, but I'm ready for some nice hot spice. Throw a couple habaneros and a couple jalapenos in there. Last time I didn't do either, just a little hot sauce. Here's one of the pieces I keep next to me. It has a nice reminder piece about how fragile things are around me. A nice little memory to, be careful. Be careful. Just because it's a rock doesn't mean it's strong as shit. It can break in some of the simplest circumstances. Jeff recognizes this piece, but you guys might not. This is the one he gave me in the very first night. I ended up breaking it while driving and then going to bed. So I decided to keep it like this for a while. Keep it sitting next to me in my center console to remember to be careful. No matter how strong it might look, it's fragile in its own way. Couple other cool things that came out of those big thunder eggs. One of those ended up laying next to me on the ground. I don't know if it came out of one of mine or, if it was just there and I moved the right piece of dirt or something. But yeah, that cool little stalactite was laying on the ground. Same with this little double guy. Just little bits and extra laying there. Might have come out when I pulled one of the bigger chunks off of one stuck in the wall and just didn't see it fall, but I definitely saw it after it landed. It's pretty cool. A tiny little botryoidal wedge. I mean, like super small. Almost looks like grape agate there with the nice little formations and color. And I swear there's a band or two inside there. Looks like maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 bands in that little section right there. And then just a nice little botryoidal round. And what's up, Mr. Jax? How you doing, buddy? Come say hi. Come say hi to the crowd. What's up, buddy? Yeah, he's a good kitty. Come in talking up a storm. Yeah, good boy. Meow. Cool little piece to just find laying there. All right, guys, I think that's about all I got for tonight. Thanks for joining me again. I'm starting to get pretty hungry, and I do have a couple things to do before I get to that. Secure everything up for the night so the cats are safe and nobody gets in my van while I'm trying to sleep. So, everybody have a wonderful night. See you in a few days. Probably see you tomorrow on somebody's live stream. Jeff, you drive safe out there. Jenny, you sleep well. You sleep safe. Joseph, have a good night. Cindy, you have a great night too. Thank you. And rock on.